I feel like pissing off a whole bunch of niggas again and getting like 3 views and 1 like. Like, dog, every time I post a video, even if it gets like 1,000 views, it will only have like 20 likes because y'all niggas want me to have the same opinion as y'all. Niggas hate opinions online. If you have an opinion, you'll actually be shot. 5 niggas waiting outside of my house ready to kill me after I drop the Kanye video. What the fuck? Anyway, today we're talking about the Carter series by Lil Wayne. I'm actually a huge fan of this series. Like, genuinely, it's one of the most underrated, overrated, or just rated rap series. I don't think it's overrated or underrated. Like, maybe the Carter 3 is a little bit overrated, and I'm kind of a part of it because I used to think it was one of my favorite albums, but I think it gets enough respect. I actually think this gets the perfect amount of respect. If not, the Carter 2 is a little bit underrated. First, we're going to talk about the Carter 1, or just the Carter, released June 29, 2004. It was recorded from 2003, 2004. It's the weakest out of all the Carters. The Carter series gets progressively better, and I think the biggest problem with this is that it sounds pretty dated, like more than any other Carter album. Like, the Carter series, one of the most dated rap trilogies. As good as they are, they tend to get pretty fucking dated, even the Carter 3. But like this one, it's worse than that. It's very fucking dated. Even its standouts are like very 2000s, early 2000s. Like Go DJ, despite being a standout track and probably the most popular track from this era of Lil Wayne and from this album, it's quite mid. Actually, I like the production a little bit. Like, the beat does kind of go hard. Okay, I like, for a point in time, it's one of my favorite songs, but now looking back, it's okay. I think the chorus is actually kind of lame. I think the verses are better than the chorus. Like, he does some cool shit throughout the verses, but I think the song just goes on a little bit too long, and all the other songs just try their hardest to sound like this song. I get it. Most of this album was produced by Mannie Fresh, but I'm so glad Lil Wayne moved away from that Mannie Fresh era, because like half the album just sounds like this song. Does that make it a bad album? No. Just looking back, it doesn't stand out as much as any other Lil Wayne project released before this. Seriously, it still has that kind of Hot Boys era, or was that what they were called? Yeah, I think the Hot Boys, Juvenile type shit. Looking back, it's not a bad album. It's just definitely not an album I'm gonna ever return to. There are some singles I return to here and there, like a song I have on my playlist, Walk In. That's a pretty good song, but this is like the first of something he would also do on the Carter 2, where like the intro would be done 3 times throughout the fucking album. Go DJ is occasionally in my playlist, but other than that, it's fine. I give the album a 6 out of 10, and unlike the Carter 3, the Carter 2 was the album that came out directly after the Carter, instead of like 1,500 mixtapes and like 5,000 albums in between it. So, you know, it wasn't as big of an album as the Carter 3, but it's definitely a good album. It's very fucking close. Released December 6, 2005. The standouts on this fucking album are so fucking good. No more Mannie Fresh, you know, it's just actual different producers, but dog, I have so many fucking songs from this album in my playlist. It is an amazing album. And not an amazing album, it has its problems. It definitely has its problems, but like the good outweighs the bad. Standouts, The Mob, the intro that's played like 5 times. Fly In, Best Rapper Alive, one of my favorite beats on the album. Grown Man, I just like the, you know, smoothness of this song. Hustler Music, Recipe, I said Receipt, and Fly Out. Fly Out is literally just The Mob. But no, Fly Out is Fly In. I don't know why I said The Mob is the song that's repeated. Fly In is the song that's repeated. It's a good album. It basically is like, it watches the Carter 1, or the Carter. I give it like an 8 out of 10. Lil Wayne really would kick off his like winning streak with this album. This is a good ass album. Dog, the amount of shit Lil Wayne would drop for the Carter 3. I was like 2 when this album came out, but you know, I was born right whenever Lil Wayne was just popping off. He was fucking popping, man. Shit sounds fucking zesty. There's a lot of shit released before this album, a lot of hype. In fact, the whole album actually got leaked before it would even release. I digress. The Carter 3, one of the biggest rap albums of all time, released June 10, 2008, just a couple days before I turned 2. This is an amazing fucking album. Recorded from 2006 to 2008. I mean, what else can I say about the Carter 3 that hasn't already been said? This album cover already is like one of the most iconic. Every nigga want to put a baby picture of themselves as their fucking album cover ever since Lil Wayne did. I mean, Lil Wayne did a lot of shit first, and this album is just amazing. This is the one where I could say the most about it compared to anything else. Standouts for me, Mr. Carter. The production on that Lil Wayne verse, I mean, that Jay-Z verse, amilli. Come on, it's amilli. Simple as production, but oh my gosh, everything works. Comfortable. This is produced by Kanye, my nigga. He produces another track on this. We'll get to that. Dr. Carter has some amazing verses, but I can't put it in my playlist because it's too like the structure just isn't like replayable. Let the Beat Build, also produced by Kanye. Pretty good song. It doesn't even bother me how long this song is. It's good. And kind of like La La. I mean, like some of the verses are kind of ass, but I think Busta Rhymes time, does a good ass job. Lollipop, I'm on and off. It's a very dated song, but it's not bad. That's another thing about this album. Despite it being super dated, like, here are the dated tracks. Repeat is kind of fucking dated. Got Money, I mean, it features T-Pain. Phone Home, does anyone even know Phone Home? Tie My Hands literally features Robin Thicke. Who the fuck would grab Robin Thicke for a fucking song now? Lollipop, like, one of the biggest songs off of this album, is one of the most dated fucking songs I have ever heard. It's 2008, just compressed in one song. Sure, it was recorded in 2007, but dog, this is like the most 2008 song I have ever heard. It was actually one of the few rap songs to go #1 after the artist died. Like, Static Major died, I think, like a couple days before they would release this single. So that's kind of cool. I mean, that's not cool at all. R.I.P. You know what I mean. Like, that's cool. It reached #1. Overall, this is a pretty good album. Genuinely, it's one of the best rap albums of all time. The fucking amount of effort and care that was put into this album, and dog, I mean, sure, you just had to be there, even though I wasn't really there. I was there, but I was fucking young. Really, like, appreciate the hype and scale of this album. But even looking back, almost fucking 20 years later, I'm sure it's not that close, but still, almost 20 years later, is an amazing fucking album. I give it a 8 out of 10. I was gonna give it a 9 out of 10, but nah, it has a little bit too many flaws for it to be a 9. That's it for the Carter series. I kind of wanted to put more jokes into this video, but I'm kind of speed running this shit, if you couldn't tell. I'm not gonna release this video for like another 2 months, because I like to procrastinate and be lazy. Check out my channel, please subscribe, please. I appreciate the ones who have subscribed and have, you know, stayed with me seeing my channel grow. We getting there, hopefully we reach 1K soon. I'm out.